Hello Internet, on this occasion I'm going to comb pick my comb pickable locks and go over the thought process behind the US Standard Battleship line. So the process that led to the battleship line is the United States is in part of a multi-way naval arms race that was kicked off by the HMS Dreadnought, launched by the Royal Navy. The United States has built several battleships, but they have a bit of an issue that the other leading naval powers at the time don't have, and that they have a limited amount of money to play with because of Congress. So, while France is struggling with infrastructure issues and that they don't have a lot of shipyards capable of building ships of that size, Germany doesn't have the same naval infrastructure that the UK does. So while they technically make more steel than the UK, they don't make enough of the right kind of steel, so they're having production bottlenecks and cost issues. Britain, on the other hand, is laying down 4 dreadnoughts a year, each better than their last class, as well as building battle cruisers, and is comfortably outproducing everybody. The United States, the only country that could have potentially competed with Britain from a cost standpoint, was not given the money to do it. So the US Navy came up with an idea: the standard type battleships, where Britain was essentially building battle squadrons at a time that could operate together because an entire class of 4 ships typically 4 ships, could form a Royal Navy battle squadron. The United States could only afford to build 2 at a time, and they weren't getting all the battleships they wanted, so they sure as heck weren't going to pay for battle cruisers. So they came up with the standard type philosophy, which is an all-or-nothing armor scheme, no amidship guns, so fore and aft armament, a design range of 18,000 nautical miles, which is bigger than what you would call a standard land mile, and a top speed of 21 knots. And this would go from the Nevadas to the Colorados. There'd be minor improvements, minor adjustments made to each successive design, with 2 noticeable changes in firepower. The Nevadas were built with 10 14-inch guns. Their following class, the Pennsylvanias, were built with 12 14-inch guns. And they were all, until the final, what became the end point of the standards, the Colorados, several classes later, were built with 16-inch guns. Afterwards, the United States got involved in the First World War. The military got all the money the government could throw it at, and then some. So they designed what is effectively the never-built 1920 design of the South Dakota class battleship, and they designed the Lexington class battlecruisers, which, if I'm honest, we're lucky the Lexingtons were canceled under the Washington Naval Treaty, because they would not have stood up to their contemporaries. So, the only two battlecruisers hulls that the United States ever completed were finished as aircraft carriers. So that is the US Standard Type Battleship, and why they came about. Effectively the great enemy of the United States military, Congress. So, subscribe if you like, and most importantly, have a nice day.